Bonjour et bienvenue à Slay the Princess. On se retrouve ici exactement à la même place qu'on était. C'est vraiment le fun ce jeu-là, tu peux save direct. Vu que c'est un jeu beaucoup plus narratif, c'est juste des key points et tout ça. On venait de tuer la princesse. On a vu le good ending, qui était juste essentiellement genre on break le cycle, que clairement il y a un cycle là. Après ça, on a refait la même affaire, on a tué la princesse, on est comme revenu en arrière, on est allé la trouver qui était rendue un fantôme, puis là quand on a dit non, je veux juste te laisser ici, elle a juste décidé de nous tuer. Euh, yeah. Fait que là on est là. Puis le jeu continue. Parce que clairement il y a un cycle de death and rebirth là.
You're on a path in the wood.
What?
And here we go again. Off to slay her again.
Those are not cool woods.
The deck's stacked, isn't it?
Oh, the
we
cheated.
kill her, we start again. She kills us as a goddamn ghost, we start again. I'm starting to think we're being run in circles just for the sake of it.
On a une nouvelle voix dans notre tête.
Come on, let's not give in to all that misery just yet. There's got to be a way out of this. There's got to be a right answer. Yeah. And what if there isn't? Aren't you listening to me? What if all of this was rigged from the start? That's ridiculous. There'd be no point in all this if it was just some kind of cosmic busy work.
En effet.
I think that's exactly what it is. The powers that be seeing how many ways they can screw with us. Could be it's all some kind of sick joke to them. But wouldn't that get, I don't know, boring? Okay, so you've already been here. Twice, even. Great. Then let me poke a few holes in your depressing little theory.
Le narrateur, ça y prend moins de temps. Il a pris moins de temps cette fois-ci à nous croire.
Nobody here is screwing with you, and I can't imagine any scenario where you would have started over after slaying the princess. Well, we didn't have to start over. We killed ourselves. And why, pray tell, did you do that? Because you decided to foist an infinite tedium on us.
Yep.
That doesn't sound like me. If I'd had everything my way, you would have effortlessly slain the princess, saved the world, and been given your happy ending.
Yeah, on était happy, entre guillemets.
The ending was the tedium. You locked us in a cabin and sent that cabin to an endless void, and then you told us we were happy. Well, were you happy? Of course we weren't happy. That's why we killed ourselves. It was awful. It was boring. It was bullshit.
Bullshit.
So you killed yourself? Yes. And then she killed us. Even though she was already dead. This is all fake. Okay, let's try to get back on track. You're real. The princess is real. The world is real. The people in the world are real. And the danger she poses to all of them is also, quite unfortunately, real. Whatever you did the first time, it sounds like it almost worked. So how about you give it one last try? Because killing yourself seems to undo all the good you almost managed to accomplish. All this standing around and talking is boring. Let's at least do something. Maybe we'll kill her again. Maybe we won't. Maybe we'll even free her.
And why should we help you? All you're going to do is lock us away forever again.
Tell you what, I won't do that. I promise.
J'avoue que comme dépendant de ta susceptibilité, ça peut faire du motion sickness là, parce que t'es assis tranquille dans ta chaise puis tout bouge là. Bleu.
Oh yeah, sure. That changes everything. I mean, he did promise. And you believed him.
Are you the same narrator we met on the other loops? You were quick to accept that we've been here
If
before.
I had to make a wager, I'd say yes and no. That's a hedge, not a wager. I haven't met you, but you've clearly met me. It sounds to me like you're hopping between parallel realities, in which case the me you just met here is the same collection of experiences as the me you met at all of those other beginnings, but their continuity breaks the moment you say or do anything, in effect making them all separate. So,
Alright.
yes, I'm the same me, but ever since the moment we started talking, I'm different. I'm not sure how we're supposed to kill him ourselves, but he's asking for it. Maybe there's some way she can take care of him for us. They've clearly all been through some harrowing experiences. Don't let their baggage influence your decisions. You have the ability to see things clearly. I suggest you use it.
We've killed her and have been killed by her, and neither of those things have gone well for us. If you're going to fall through this loop forever, eventually we're going to let her out. Might as well do it now.
You're making a dizzying amount of assumptions. Your perceived reality looping twice before does not mean it will continue to do so forever. Those little voices have already drawn attention to the fact that even the path is different. The world itself is at a tipping point. Know that there is always a choice. Even if you were stuck in an infinite loop, there's no reason to assume that the mere nature of the infinite would force you to make any specific choice. You do have free will, as much as things would be easier if you didn't. And you can just keep making the correct choice forever, never deviating. How convenient, everything always comes back to what you want us to do. I'm sick of him. Makes me want to end the world out of spite. On second thought, let's not kill him. Let's throw him someplace that never ends. I'd like to see what that does to him.
Ça me fait penser toute cette philosophie-là de genre la dichotomie en physique slash philosophie de le déterminisme versus le free will, là, que moi j'ai toujours trouvé que c'est un petit peu une question qui est pas irrelevant, mais qui est mal posée. Qui dit essentiellement l'univers c'est comme un mécanisme. Il fonctionne de manière prédictible, predictable, tu sais, prédictible, qu'on peut le prédire. Il y a des règles de base, les lois de la physique, que si tu les connais parfaitement, tu es capable de essentiellement reconstruire qu'est-ce qui se passe, tu sais, forward and backward, là, comme. Fait que si on est capable d'avoir si tu es capable d'avoir un snapshot de l'univers complet, absolument complet, à un moment dans le temps, puis que tu as une connaissance absolument complète de toutes les lois de la physique, tu serais capable essentiellement de reconstruire tout le passé de l'univers, puis tu serais capable aussi de prédire le futur avec un 100%, tu sais. Mais on s'entend que pour nous autres, flesh and bone, des petits humains, des petits macaques sur la planète Terre, on n'aura jamais un complete picture de universe. Mais le côté philosophique est là pareil. Si tu es capable, si l'univers est prédictible comme ça veut dire que tous tes choix sont déterminés d'avance. Tout ce que tu vas faire, tout ce que tu vas penser, tout ce que tu vas feel, tout. Parce que tout vient d'une chaîne d'événements qui remonte au début de l'univers. Si on enlève un peu la quantum physics là-dedans, mais même le quantum physics, il y a du wiggle room, mais c'est quand même des règles établies. C'est plus des statistiques que d'autres choses, mais c'est quand même des règles établies. Fait que tu es quand même capable de prédire qu'est-ce qui va se passer. Puis, du côté free will, ça dit, ben, tu es supposé être capable de choisir, tu es supposé être capable de tu sais, si t'arrives dans le bois, tu es capable de choisir est-ce que je vais à gauche ou à droite, puis ça, c'est toi qui choisis, tu sais. C'est quel des deux qui fonctionne. Puis moi, je suis du côté de dire que c'est two sides of the same coin. C'est pas parce que ton choix est prédéterminé que t'as pas de choix. T'sais, oui, toute la séquence qui t'a amené jusque-là va faire que tu vas choisir gauche ou droite. Tu vas en choisir un des deux. Ou peut-être que tu vas aller direct dans le milieu et tu vas passer à travers la forêt. Mais le fait est quand même que tu arrives là, puis c'est toi qui choisis gauche ou droite. Le choix est là pareil. Même si le résultat à la fin est predictable, le choix est là pareil. C'est un peu ça que comme j'ai toujours vu comme le free will. C'est un peu comme un emergent property. C'est pas quelque chose qui est écrit dans l'univers. C'est Gros tangente là, mais ça, c'est quelque chose que j'adore beaucoup, philosopher là-dessus. Ou- Oh, what happens if we don't go to the cabin? That's
And she
another
finds a
option.
way out on her own.
No.
Ugh, of course she does. So, standing around out here is the same as us letting her out. Only we don't have to see her. That's got to be better, right?
Yeah, en effet.
No, it's strictly worse. But she can't kill us out here. Why would staying out of killing distance be worse if she's getting out regardless? Because it's cowardly, for starters. And because the unknown is always worse than the known. But really, all you're doing right now is weighing two considerably bad options. The only solution worth considering is slaying her, and whatever delusion is holding you back from doing that is just that. A delusion. If you already managed to end her in some other world, the only reason you'd be here is that you somehow managed to do it wrong. How are we supposed to decide on anything if you just keep coming up with new rules? Since when is there a wrong way to slay her?
You know what? Turn around.
I'm begging you, don't do this. You're going to damn everything to oblivion. You have to do something. You can't just walk away. Yet here we are, walking away despite your protestations. You can only bend the rules so much, huh? You can talk all you want, but you can't really do much of anything, can you? Ugh, fine. You walk down the path away from the cabin. Hope for all our sakes that you change your mind before it's too late.
Wait, something
Oh.
isn't right. Can you still hear me? Everything is getting fuzzy.
Uh-oh.
What's going on? Where are we?
Simulation breaks.
I don't know. But it feels like home.
That son of a bitch flipped over the table, didn't he?
Home. The world around you is unwound, its physical matter replaced by textured nothingness, it is quiet. C'est comme le void à la fin de notre premier loop là. There's distant rumbling, a sound of many sounds. Undulations pulse louder, something other comes close. Feelers probe across the fabric of reality. Extremities find your consciousness and wrap themselves around it. You are no longer alone. Resistance. Fingers drag claws across the glass surface of your soul. Frustration. This vessel is full of you. I need something empty I can crawl inside of. I need something shaped like me. Okay. Ça c'est la princesse. What the hell? Let's not embrace the thoughts constricting us. This is a nightmare. Wake up. It's not. There you go. We just broke the universe.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. You're here
Là, on
to slay.
recommence. Je peux-tu juste turn around and leave? Qu'est-ce qui arrive si je le fais encore?
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
Nope. No, nope. Is where I'm not going. The cabin. I'm not going to the cabin. Continue down beyond our own. Gonna go walk the opposite direction now. The only thing that matters is where I'm not going.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it. Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about. That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin.
Okay.
How convenient. Everything's back on track again.
Bitch,
Maybe the
il peut pas que
world
je m'en aille.
can still be saved after.
Turn around again and leave again.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you?
Yep.
It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
Good, maybe everyone should die, so they get for dumping me in this woods and ask me to kill someone for them. Quietly continue down the path.
Your silence is deafening. But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came. Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
Bon, désolé, petit problème technique. Mon chat qui décide de vomir sa boule de poêle. Ouais, c'est ça, donc là, on est revenu. Bon. Seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess. Bon, ben. I have to go into the cabin. Oh yeah, well I guess I start walking in a different direction. Let's go.
There's
Let's go.
always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who has ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will.
Fait que dans le fond, c'est qu'il veut pas.
And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen. At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves. But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of light.
What?
In every direction, there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be.
What?
Wait, what's going on? But you're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility.
What?
Because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world.
What?
You've doomed us all, you know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death. You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
Oh.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
What? You're a mur? Getting a terrible sense of déjà vu.
A terrible sense of déjà vu? No, you don't have that. This is the
Okay,
first
je vais
time. If
skipper
he
les
doesn't
affaires qu'on a
remember what
déjà vu.
happened, then maybe it's best to keep. I don't know. I think it's more fun if he knows.
Oh,
what we're
contrarian.
thinking. He's like a captive audience. The entire world ending wasn't enough to get rid of us. I don't think there's much he can do other than object. I wonder what else we can do to ruin his day. If by ruining my day, you mean ruining everyone's day forever, then yes, I suppose there are plenty of ways you could pull that off.
Alright.
It really did end last time, didn't it? We should be careful. For all we know, we just got lucky. The world hasn't ended yet. And you are never going to slay her with that attitude. Stuff those pathetic little voices to the back of your mind and stay focused on the task ahead.
Non! Je veux continuer. Those walls weren't here last time. You can't just force me to go into the
What are
cabin.
you talking about? I'm sure those walls have always been there. It makes sense if you think about it. If there weren't any walls in the woods, someone might have gotten lost. Or, heaven forbid, someone other than you might have stumbled onto the princess.
I'm going to the cabin. Lie. Yep. Okay. Heading to the cabin.
You know I can tell when you're lying, right? please take this seriously. I am begging you.
Fait que là, comme le jeu me laisse pas le choix, là.
A warning. Before she will lie. If we're stuck going in there, maybe we should believe her. Maybe she isn't a liar. Ignore him. He's just being difficult for the sake of it. Let's keep an open mind.
What the hell? Fait que comme tout, qu'est-ce que je fais?
The cabin interior is wrong. A confusing patchwork of many cabin interiors, all projected across what's almost the same space. It's all shifted. An inch here, a foot there, such that the seams are never quite visible enough for the place to make any sense. The only furniture of note is a plain table, its legs all the wrong lengths, its material devoid of feature. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Puis le
The
miroir.
blade is your implement. If he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust, or better yet, grab it and throw it out the window. What good is a knife against a world-ending monstrosity anyway? No, we're taking the knife. Have you seen this place? We have literally no idea what to expect and no idea what we're dealing with. I've already told you what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a princess. How many times do I have to explain this incredibly simple and straightforward
J'aime que le
premise?
narrateur, il est là pis il est pas là, genre.
You can't just say that. But when everything here is so wrong.
Juste un... Oh, Jesus. Ok, j'avais pas fait ça. That's fucked up. Puis genre, t'as comme un comme mist style, genre, hole in
Listen,
the fabric of the
My
universe.
job is to describe facts as facts and to guide you through your job, which is to slay the princess and through that action, save the entire world.
Jesus.
And if you're going to slay her, you cannot let fear creep into your heart. You cannot lose yourself before you even get to her. Oh, ho, ho, ho! You've piqued my interest. What's going to happen if we lose ourselves? Nothing, because you're going to pull yourself together. Just ignore the stressful geometry and stay calm. How? Even if we closed our eyes, you're constantly describing it to us. I'm not going to stop doing my job, so you're just going to have to get better at yours. And quickly, if you don't mind. Yes, take a deep breath. I'm all for getting under his skin, but we'll miss out on loads of fun if we shrivel up into a ball and go insane the first time we see something weird.
Ouais,
What you're seeing
j'avoue.
here is obviously real. Just accept it and go with the flow. It really isn't hard. Okay. Okay, I'm fine. Good. Now, whenever you're ready, we're all waiting for you to complete a very important task.
Ah, le miroir. Est-ce que je vais aller voir le miroir? Nah, later. Je vais essayer d'ignorer le miroir le plus que je peux. Excusez-moi, ça pique. Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It would be difficult to slay the princess. Okay, fine, you took the knife. But you really shouldn't hold it like that. Then how are we supposed to hold it? The other way, thumb at the bottom. It will look much cooler and more serious if we hold it with our thumb at the bottom. It really doesn't matter how you hold the blade, as long as you have it. Just make a choice.
Hold the blade the other way. Je comprends tellement pas. Hold the blade the other way or keep your grip as it is. Keep my grip.
Great. You keep your grip the way it is. Your tongue.
Approach the mirror, throw the blade out the window. Non, on va garder notre blade là. Enter the basement. Ça va rien
The door to the basement creaks
donner.
open, revealing a web of branching staircases all built from unidentifiable materials.
MC Escher stuff.
Nothing here seems to belong, and the closer you examine your surroundings, the more confused you get, your head throbbing with the effort of making sense of this place. None of the stairs even seem to go anywhere, let alone down. The air here has a sickening, almost sludge-like miasma to it.
I just broke
A kind of
I just broke
indiscernible
reality.
quality that comes from the blending together of every scent there is at once. An odour that is simultaneously everything and yet the sum of it all coalescing into a thick, nauseating nothing. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favour. Her voice, a disquieting collage of tone and personality, drags up the stairs.
Hello? Hi. What are you doing here? Are you here to kill?
No, thank you. Oh, don't be such a baby. I don't want to do this. Let's just turn around and leave. This feels wrong. This feels like a trap. Like whatever we do, we're gonna die.
Yep.
But we already tried turning around and leaving, didn't we? And he threw up a wall. No way to go but forward. And whatever choice we make, whatever she is, we know one thing for sure.
We're gonna die.
And what's that? That the fate of the world hinges on your success? There'll still be plenty of ways to ruin his day.
Take the harsh stairs to the left, take the center staircase, take the soft stairs to the right. On va y aller center.
You step onto the center staircase. Paths wind out around you in all directions, each step branching into its own staircases, which branch into their own staircases, and so on. You aren't quite sure if yours is taking you up or down, but at the very least, it's taking you somewhere. You concentrate on where you are, careful not to stray onto any of the many splitting branches that tempt you on all sides. You wouldn't want to have to backtrack to yours once you'd made a decision that took you someplace else.
J'ai l'impression que c'est une métaphore tout ça.
And
Là.
so you take one careful, focused step after another. One foot down, another foot down, another after that. You lose yourself in following the correct pattern, in following what looks to be the true path, the one that cuts straight down, or up, or maybe sideways. But no matter the direction it goes, it certainly is the most true path. You know that much.
Il n'y a pas de true path.
You slowly lose sense of yourself the further you go. Time disappears, and you can feel yourself begin to untether. Physical sensations dull and then vanish,
C'est rendu de plus en plus
until the only
cheapette, là.
things experienced are the endless repeating patterns and emotions of the journey, a continuous march forward to a destination long forgotten.
What the hell is going on?
Consumption and betrayal, skepticism and blind devotion, rivalry and submission, terror and longing, pain and unfamiliarity. And at the heart of it all, an emotion that can only be described as...
Can I help you?
Oh, looks like we're here.
What the hell was that? What happened to us? I feel so strange. Like I'm fundamentally different, but also still the same person I was at the top of the stairs.
Check les yeux.
Oh well, that was a trip, but now it's over. Time to get back to our old devilish ways. The princess, eyes bright but otherwise shrouded in darkness, watches you impatiently from the other side of the basement. Don't forget why you're here. And why are we here again? In case you weren't listening, I'm afraid I lost myself on the way down. You're here to... He's just being an ass. We remember. Though I'm still not sure if we should trust you. Let's talk to her for a bit, try and get our bearings. She seems normal.
Getting down here was weird. It was pulled apart and put back together again. You know what happened to me?
I don't remember what it was like before I was in this place. Why would I know what happened to you?
C'est plus la même voix encore.
We're probably stuck down here forever, aren't we? There's no way out. And barely a way in.
As the princess speaks again, it's almost as if she fractures. And where there was once just one of her,
What?
there is now another. We can do that? I don't like this. It's those cabins all over again. Can we put her back?
Non.
You said you'd been here before, right? What exactly happened last time? Does it matter? Yes, it matters. But I'm not going to waste any more time prying out details if you're going to be so irritating about it. It seems to me like you saw something you weren't supposed to have seen. If only you'd listened to whatever words of wisdom you were given in that other reality. But what's done is done, isn't it?
Fait que là, j'ai elle qui est neutre, puis j'ai l'autre ici qui a de l'air plus comme anxious ou sad ou je sais pas
Whatever
trop.
you saw last time, unsee it. Whatever thoughts weaseled their way into your head, unthink them, if it's not already too late. You have a job to do here, and you need to do it now. Ooh, new plan. Let's see if we can make even more of her.
Yeah, let's go contrarian. There's more of you now. You apparently felt I was sent here to slay you. Try and free her. Trying to free her, leave her in the basement, slay the princess. Ils sont comme tous stuck ensemble. Je sais pas si c'est un bug. On va faire dans ma... There's more of you now.
There must be something wrong with you. I'm the same as I was a moment ago. I don't feel like I've gotten any bigger. And what's that supposed to mean? Are you trying to get under my skin?
There we go.
She fractures again. I don't like where this is going. Neither do I. Which is why you need to slay her now before things get more complicated than they already are. How would we even do that? Where would we start? You would always start by stabbing her. Which her? Any of them. I don't know about you, but I'm sure glad we took that knife with us. I can't believe someone suggested you toss it out the window. Can you imagine? I don't think we're going to be able to put her back. Kind of hurts to think about it, doesn't it? It's like everything we say just multiplies her.
Let's go, let's break the
Certainly looks
universe.
that way, so please, for the love of everything, stop asking her questions and stop stalling. You're obviously just making things worse.
Yep, let's go. What's your name?
Princess.
Princess, okay.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Like, elle, c'est le pompous
It
bitch.
doesn't matter. I've been down here for so long. What's the
Elle, c'est
point
le
of a name
depressive.
if there's no one around to use it?
None of them have names. How astute. I told you she was untrustworthy.
For all I know, you're locked up down here for a reason. You know why you're down here?
Is this a quiz? You're the one who came down here, and with a sharp, sharp knife, too. But you know, right? You have to know. You're the only other person I've ever seen. Or at least the only one I can remember. Don't give me false hope. Please just end this already. One way or another, just do it. Don't be coy. We both know why I'm locked away here. I'm a monster, and the second I get out of this place, I'm going to end the entire world.
There we go.
Okay, this was fun for a bit, but we can't even really interact with her, can we? What's the point of asking questions if all we're going to get is a million answers?
Mais je veux juste voir
Can't
combien je peux
even
en
follow
faire.
what's going on anymore. We need to get out of here. This whole place is making me itch.
No, no, no. You wanted this, you get this. If I let you out of here, what are you going to do? Là, je peux comme...
I don't think I can answer that question in a way you'd find meaningful. I just want to live my life. I'm not going to dance for you. Besides, you already know what I'm going to do. If you want to put an end to me, then put an end to me.
Not a single real answer. At least aside from Miss Blood and Destruction. It's infuriating, isn't it? Whose buttons are there for us to press? Whose skin is there for us to get under?
Le contrarian, il est pas content, là.
Not exactly how I'd put it, but I don't disagree. There must be something we can do. Asking questions just seems to make things worse.
Alright, so we do anything?
This is reaching its breaking point. If you don't act now, there will be nothing in here but her. Take a deep breath and focus up. You can do this.
J'aime beaucoup le style
But how
visuel
do
de
we
ce
decide
jeu-là.
what to do? Can there even be a right choice when all of them are so different? Stop overthinking it. Your drifting thoughts have clearly been part of the reason this situation has gotten out of hand. If you're trying to do the right thing, there's only ever been the one option, and that option is slaying her. Just do something. Do anything. Do all of it, if that's what you want. This place is hell, and it's only getting worse.
Fait que là, je peux littéralement slay the princess, leave her in the basement, puis try and free her. Comme... Je vais essayer de cliquer sur slay the princess au cas où que ce soit un bug. Mais ça m'étonnerait que ce soit un bug.
Wait, that's not right. Go on. You take a step forward. Your foot lands, but it lands different. You experience a firm footfall, a gentle tread, a confident stride. You can feel yourself rupture. The room spins, your perception multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in incomprehensibly many directions. All at once you charge forward, knife gleaming to slay the princess just as you strike at her bindings and leave her to languish alone. Is this what the end of the world looks like? What an unbearable mess. But this... we can't... Do you not have anything witty to say? I could use a good bit of wit right now. No, I don't, because this isn't fun. How are we supposed to have fun if everything is happening at the same time? It's the same as nothing happening, and nothing is excruciating.
C'est vraiment fucké.
Nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. The world and the princess collapse in on themselves before it all falls apart. I think he's gone. We were never going to salvage this, were we?
No.
What happened to us? What are we? There are parts of us that are dead, and others, they just don't fit. They just don't fit. We can feel them moving around in spaces they don't belong. It's all so uncomfortable.
What the hell is going on?
Did you do this? Did we do this? Can you pull us back apart? Can you fix us?
We should help her. I think we did this. How surprisingly sincere. I didn't actually think our actions had consequences. It's a little late for regret, isn't it?
Ouais, en effet.
Please.
I don't think you're supposed to be fixed. You just destroyed everything. I'm not going to fix you. Say nothing. I don't think you're supposed to be fixed. Oh, what the... What the hell was that? You don't know if she had the chance to hear you reply. She's gone, replaced with something
She's
else.
Gone. Where does she go? Should we
On
try
est
and find
revenu
her?
dans le void là avec les
Is
mains.
that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
I don't know where she went and I don't know how we... Ouais, c'est ça. The narrator is gone.
You're right. She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing. Then what the hell are we supposed to do?
Narrator is gone.
He is. Does that mean the world ended? Again, what the hell are we supposed to do?
I think I'm supposed to look at
There's
the mirror.
something dreadful about it. I don't think you should. No. Don't do that.
J'ai pas le choix, mon gars.
I'm begging you, don't do this.
Ignore him. Go. C'est la seule chose qu'on peut faire. Gaze into your reflection. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you. Ouais, mais on peut pas vraiment bien voir c'est quoi. You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. Proceed to the cabin. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Approach her. What the hell? You recognize the presence inhabiting the shell. It is the entity that dwells in the spaces between. Ouais, on a déjà vu les mains.
Something returns to the long quiet. It has surrendered its path of annihilation and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
What? You're the thing I met in the space outside the woods. I thought that was a dream.
Vague recollections, empty tunnels without a mouth. I am sorry if I frightened you.
What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
Solitary lights? What do you mean?
Thoughts without connections. A dim and nascent network. I wish to be more.
What do you think I am?
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Très poétique. Fac. What?
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own. These ones are a contradiction, a winding kaleidoscope of paths and walk. They are stretched into a shape not unlike me, but it is a shape they cannot hold. I am sorry that you met this vessel so early in your journey, but they will make for a rich and vibrant heart. Do not mourn them, for they will finally get to know themselves.
What? Our vessel? What, is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
Put her out of there.
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me. I promise that it doesn't hurt.
Il est comme, comme caché les... You know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known. The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
C'est pour ça que quand on est arrivé là, il est comme... Il est devenu staticky puis il a juste disparu. You would send me to slay the princess, or you would trap me here?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
You know about the worlds beyond this place?
I know only that they are.
Alright, are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
Ah, what? Fait que là, cette entité-là, elle existe. Puis essentiellement, c'est qu'elle veut exister plus que pas. Fait que là, elle a besoin de la princesse. Elle a besoin des expériences de la princesse. Fait que toutes les branches qu'on voit, c'est toutes genre des paths unwalked, comme elle dit. Puis que là, c'est pour ça que le jeu reset tout le temps. On fait essentiellement, on va lui donner différentes perspectives, puis éventuellement, cette affaire-là, ça me rappelle beaucoup le cluster dans Steven Universe, là, mais bon. Were you always a princess, or are you just making her part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
What happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole. And perhaps then we will know our freedom.
C'est pour ça qu'on est pris dans une loupe. Moi puis la princesse ensemble, on fait différentes alternatives. C'est ça qui va créer whatever the hell this is. Aren't you scared that I'll find a way to kill you?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
Fair enough. How much will I forget?
Everything. Until we meet again.
How many more pieces of you do I have to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
And what if I don't let you do this to me?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now.
Ah, mon alarme m'a fait peur.
Dry.
Je suis comme bien concentré là. I was sent to study princess to suffer from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
You're being semantic. What are you going to do if I help you?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
C'est... Ah, what the hell? Ah, la réalité du jeu vient de set in, genre comme, what the hell is this? Puis comme, fait que là, il va falloir passer à travers des différentes branches du jeu. Puis voir les différentes options, puis voir les différentes perspectives, comme elle dit. Puis à chaque fois qu'on va compléter le jeu, entre guillemets, cette version-là de la princesse va revenir à ici, puis va être absorbée dans le tout. Là, une fois qu'ils vont avoir tout, qu'on va avoir tout trouvé, ben là, everything will be made whole. Excusez-moi, pas eu assez de café à matin pour tout ce shenanigans là. I'm not going back.
If you need time, then I'll wait with you.
Wait forever.
You are as I am now, and forever is a long time to remain undone. I am not you, but I know that I would return before forever was finished. What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping? If you close that box, will you become another you in another world? An imaginary pattern repeating itself until it can no longer bear the weight of its hand-drawn cage? You'll always come back to the box, because you'll always want to know what it means to be you. I will be here waiting by your side until you're ready to return to mine. You have returned to me.
What the hell?
We were gone mere moments. I never left your side.
Ok, là je vais couper je vais couper le bout entre les deux, mais quand j'ai dit genre je veux wait forever, elle a fait son speech, puis là comme essentiellement elle a fermé le jeu. Je me suis retombé sur mon desktop. Fait que, ok. Puis là quand j'ai réouvert le jeu, ben comme je suis revenu, on revient direct ici. You have returned to me. I never left your side. Okay, make me forget, I guess.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Everything goes dark and you die. La même espèce de glass break qu'on avait. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path you're here to slay her.
Ok. Là, je me rappelle plus de rien. Essentiellement, on recommence à zéro. What? Oh, what the hell? Ok, j'ai pas eu assez de caféine un matin pour toutes ces shenanigans là. Ce jeu-là, il est comme beaucoup plus... Mais c'est un jeu qui feel genre... Quand tu feels au début, là, t'as l'impression de marcher sur de la glace très très mince. Puis que là, à un moment donné, la glace, elle va casser, puis tu vas juste plonger à travers. C'est ça, depuis le début du jeu, c'est ça que je feel. Puis là, on vient de tomber à travers la glace. Fait qu'on va se revoir la prochaine fois. On va repartir d'ici. Je vais garder cette game-là running. On va explorer les différentes versions, parce que là, on n'a pas encore fini. On a vu une des versions de la princesse. Arguably la version la plus chaotique possible. On va voir. Je vais essayer de retourner vers le fantôme, voir. Parce qu'on n'avait pas fini cette version-là, si je peux dire. Donc on va essayer de peut-être explorer ça en premier. C'est ça. On va voir. Ouais. Je suis comme... Ce jeu-là est vraiment malade. Donc sur ce, on se revoit la prochaine fois pour un autre épisode de Slay the Princess. Au revoir.